Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It is Wednesday, and that means it's time for Wednesday Night Dynamite. It is the Grand Slam, and that looks like it's starting right now. So hopefully you're excited for it. Kick back. Got something cold to drink, or warm to drink. It depends on where you're at in the country, I guess. But it is the first day of fall. It is official. It's starting today in the Northern Hemisphere. I don't know what hemisphere you guys are in, but if you're in the northern one, it's the first day of fall. Okay. It is New York City. I forgot they were going to be in New York City. Did you remember that?
I guess.
They should just do it in Britsburg every week.
It's the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City.
I don't even know where that is.
I don't
Arthur Ashe. Is that in Jersey?
No, it said it's New York City.
Well, the Giants and the Jets both play in Jersey. And they're the New York Giants and the New York Jets.
Isn't that stupid?
Is it? Sounds like it. We got a Ruby Soho match. That's up first. They're starting it out right out of the gate, guys. Kenny Omega versus Daniel Bryan. It's starting the show out. That's how we're getting it going.
All right.
Should be fantastic. I don't know if anybody's got any notifications because I don't think I did.
I don't get notifications on there. I don't do that. I don't think they did. But I don't think it worked because we have Alita in the chat with us. Hey, Alita, how's it going? She was here at 5:30 though. And Garaz in the chat saying show the matches, please. We cannot show the matches. It's against YouTube stuff and they copy for copywriting and then we get banned and it's just no fun. That's Piccolo says, sorry bud. Why YouTube copyrights? Exactly. We don't want to get banned. We've been through that. Copyright violation. We are done with that garbage. Done with it.
Oh, super done.
I don't even see it on my stuff. Ours doesn't even show that we're live. Did you even press the live button? Oh, there it is. I had to go to it, but it's a blue instead of a red.
I want to show you. Mine says too.
How weird. Huh. Anybody get notifications? Just out of curiosity, guys. Could you let us know in the chat? Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris says ready for Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. Yeah, totally. All that good stuff.
500 and something miles from North Carolina.
They're like, let's do this match first.
Yes. They're starting it out with a bang. They want the ratings as high as they can get them. It's a little cheat. I figured they'd put this match Friday night main event.
Right.
So they could at least get 5 or 6 people watching that second hour.
Chris has a bold prediction that The Fiend is coming tonight. Oh, yeah? Alita says, what was your question? Did you guys get a notification for our video, for our live stream?
That is the question.
Just that.
I'm pretty sure I didn't get one. I can tell. I think I can tell notifications.
Nothing too exciting. Like I said, I don't have my notifications turned on there because I don't care about stuff on YouTube. Alita says yes, she got a notification.
It's right there, 6 minutes ago.
Okay. All right.
All right, here we go, guys. They're starting it out with Daniel Bryan, if you can believe it.
Bryan Danielson is out there. We don't know who the other guy is.
Kidding him. Yeah.
No, whoever Daniel Bryan is, we don't know him. That's Bryan Danielson.
Oh, I don't know.
People's like, hi, everyone. No, I just clicked on you guys. Aw, that's so sweet. You're like, I know when you're coming on.
I'm sure it'll pop up to everybody at home in an hour.
Sophie's in the chat. Hey, Sophie says, how's the show going? Well, it looks like we have a Mexican standoff happening in the middle of the ring right now.
Just got no Mexicans.
They're just bad-mouthing each other, talking
Kenny
about
Omega.
how great he is and how great he isn't.
A lot bigger. A lot more physical.
I think his pants have reached the height of his shoulder blades in the back. It's like, dude, you're going to pull him all the way
Maybe he doesn't have an ass.
It's like, I'm going to pull him all the way up here.
Gotta get
Rally is in the chat. Hey, Rally. Long time no see, bud. How's it going? Says, hi, guys. Still looking forward to this AEW Dynamite. Looking forward to Britt Baker, DMD versus Ruby Soho. Who's going to win? Close match. Bryan Danielson versus Kenny. What a match going to be. And that is happening right now, Rally. That match is the first match of the night. Chris says, I think they'll make Omega win since Bryan is ex-WWE.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Walter is in the chat. Hey, Walter, saying, hey, Travis, and delete that AEW. It's very exciting, Walter. And they're finally locked up.
All right, guys, they are locked up. The crowd is going nuts.
Give each other a hug. Walter's like, Bryan Danielson for the win. And so he's like, for some reason,
Omega
I see
the
the
crowd
ratings
to all
for the
shut
show
up.
to be lower than 1 million viewers.
For this one, probably not. I think it's going to be a
New
little
York.
bit over.
Those New York people are crazy.
Well, the people there are there. We're talking about people watching at home.
Yeah, but there's probably people at home going, oh my god, this was very talented. I wasn't able to get tickets. Chris says this match reminds me of Piper versus Bret Hart in WCW.
Long time ago. It's about the same star power, so yes.
Dynamite's Grand Slam. The eyes of the world just watching.
Daniel Bryan gonna hit him with a chop?
Oh.
No, an hit kick.
Likes this.
They just call him the American Dragon.
Yeah, that's his name, his little nickname here.
Oh, Lord.
He's not a dragon in my estimation. He looks like a tiny little dwarf man.
All right, once this match gets underway all the way, it might be fun to call, but as of right now, they're just locking up. Hopefully it's not going to be one of these joint manipulation matches.
He's like, let me twist your arm. No, really, don't twist my arm.
Can it kip up?
Alita says, I watched NXT last night. Yeah?
I watched a part of NXT. They were definitely hitting towards a Tommaso Ciampa and what's his name? Doink. Or anyway, Scott Steiner's nephew.
Braun.
Breaker.
Stephanie says AEW Dynamite does have competition with every network. Have a series or season premiere tonight. And Piccolo says, great shout, Chris. Right? Walter says, good AEW card tonight. And Jordan Williams is in the chat. Hey, Jordan Williams says, hi, folks. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Danielson throws Omega into the ropes. Omega just knocks him down. Just the bigger, the more physical man.
Yeah, gross.
Which is weird because he's a small guy himself.
Yeah. Raleigh says, I think Bryan Danielson will win his first match. It's non-title. His first match in AEW. Don't think he's going to lose myself.
Right, yeah.
4 hours if you're there live taping Rampage after Dynamite.
Yes.
That's they're doing a taping of Rampage then?
Yes. They got to get it there while the fans are there.
They should just release everything. Like, people should just tell everybody what happened.
They go on
and
that.
We could just talk about it and
what
not
is that
have to
one
be here.
show called, or that one website called, where they talk about stuff? It's got a face.
Talk show? It has a face. Walter says Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur doing commentary. Yep.
Anyways, it will be on there. On that site. I talk about it all the time. I just can't think.
Still talk?
It's a website. It's a Discord thing. It's a... No, you're on the way, but it's none of those. None of the famous ones are. I know the name of it.
I don't know. Sophie says...
Reddit.
Oh.
It's called Reddit.
Sophie says, once again, a major wrestling company is opening the show with a supposed main event.
Yeah, looking good. That's what WWE did on Raw. And then they switched it up. But they started that one with a tag team match. This one is starting out as the singles match that we all wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure somebody out there has been excited to see this for at least 5 or 6 years.
Not me. I didn't even know they existed 5 or 6 years ago.
You knew Daniel Bryan existed.
No, he didn't. 5 or 6 years ago?
Yes, you did. Now, Kenny Omega, on the other hand, he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling, trying to make a name for himself on the indie scene. But he's super famous for the indie scene guys. But Daniel Bryan was headlining WrestleManias. Like, you know who he is. Weirdo. Shit, he wrestled Bray Wyatt 8 years ago.
Alita says NXT is trying to get the younger crowd.
Yeah. By signing a whole bunch of old WWE guys.
No, NXT.
Oh, NXT.
NXT is trying to get the younger crowd.
Yeah, she could definitely see that.
Chris says this is AEW biggest venue, but wouldn't mind if they would have been at the Hammerstein Ballroom because it would call back to the ECW days.
Right.
Maybe there wasn't enough room.
Yeah, they want to get the big sales, the big tickets. Show WWE that they could sell out big shows.
Sophie says, with the Omega versus Bryan match opening the show, I wonder how many viewers will flip the channel after it is over. That
is a great question. And who knows, maybe Daniel will win and then they'll do it again for the title later or something. This match could last an hour, though. I don't know what the time limit was. I did not hear when they were announcing it. They usually tell a time limit.
It's probably 30 minutes.
Oh, 30?
I would imagine it's probably a 30-minute match. Like
the old days, they would go with the big matches. They'd always go 60 minutes. Like Ric Flair was the 60-minute man. That's his big thing. I can go all night.
Right.
With the spinning of his penis.
Yeah.
What they call it? Helicoptering. We have learned some great words this year, guys. Helicoptering. The spinnies, or whatever. Twisties.
The twisties.
It's a great year for one-worders.
Great word. It's a great year for quitters. Sophie says, do you think AEW will beat Raw in the 18-49 demo for the third week in a row?
I don't know, don't care. It's so irrelevant. It's such a weird stat. Most wrestling fans are going to be older than that. So the demographic that you'd want to look at is at least, 40 to 70.
Right.
Just to get a real view of how many people are watching. And then obviously you can go with the youngsters too, because that is a great demographic to look at for the future. I think the AEW might have a brighter future than WWE, 10 years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
When those kids are older.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if you're 49, you probably do. But not all of them do.
True.
They're waiting for mom and dad to pass away or something.
Right. Chris says 30-minute time limit. Sophie says, I know with championship matches, AEW does an hour time limit. Alita says 50 to 30. Age, maybe. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
30 to 50.
All right, Kenny Omega taking it right to whatever we were calling him. Danielson.
Oh, Brian out there.
That's what we're calling him, Danielson?
Danielson.
Fucking kidding me? Mr. Miyagi?
That's his last
Get him,
name.
Danielson. Smack! In that Ric Flair style. Maybe we'll get a Ric Flair debut tonight. Smack!
Right.
It's a good pop, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. Shit, Daniel's coming back. Danielson. Oh, big knee by Omega.
Ooh, ouch. Alita says, because I'm almost 50. That's why she said that. Chris says, it's funny they want to cancel Flair, but the crowd is going woo when Kenny hit the chops.
Oh, absolutely.
People are dumb. So he says, what happens if someone doesn't watch anything on TNT before AEW on Wednesday nights? How will they know about AEW?
Exactly. Are they advertising everywhere?
I don't watch anything. So
I feel like it's getting bigger and bigger, but I feel like they do need to advertise more.
Well, now that they have actually been able to go places this year and like have live crowds again, like they did in their first year, it's a little bit better. Like, they're going to have more word of mouth happening and stuff like that. It's going to be...
Well, and, these wrestlers are going somewhere. And there are people that really did like Daniel Bryan. Like, he's not like... He did have some fans.
Yeah. So it says, why are they opening the show with this match instead of closing it like people thought?
No idea. Maybe they want people to go ahead and fade away. Maybe they'll close it with Britt. She's wrestling Ruby Soho.
People's like, LOL, did you guys say Daniel-san, Karate Kid?
Yes, Daniel-san.
Yeah, because it's Bryan Danielson is out there. So it's, Danielson.
All right. Rolling. Woo! Over the top. Nope.
Oh,
Lands right on those knees.
Denied.
This match is moving a lot slower than I was hoping it would.
It's moving about the same pace as I would expect it to move
Really?
with Daniel Bryan and Kenny Omega.
Couple big guys.
No, there are too many, like, showmanship, like, I'm more popular than you. No, I'm more popular than you. No, I'm more popular.
Ladies, you're both pretty.
I mean, that's kind of like what they're doing out there. So if it's like, I only see AEW run promos for Dynamite on USA Network during Raw and nowhere else.
But where else are you going to advertise? That's where you should put your dollars, right? Because wrestling fans are watching Raw. Maybe you could do a couple commercials during Impact, I guess. But the Impact already allows their guys on there, so.
Right. Sophie says, and I see AEW run commercials during whatever I'm watching on TNT.
Yes. Yeah, because it's free for them to run advertisements.
Or TBS. I've seen it on TBS, too.
Well, the sister stations.
I know, but Ayla says, I'm the most popular, aren't you, though? With your whispering eye hors d'oeuvres you had on your Facebook page.
Daniel kicked the camera that was in the corner there. That Hurricane Rana. That Frankensteiner off the top.
I like how he didn't release him on that Hurricane.
We don't want to release.
He just whipped down with him. Made sure he followed through. That's the key to a
Daniel
good
tried
golf
to break
swing.
that elbow the wrong way. Steven Seagal style.
Alita says, hi, Ayla.
All right, Kenny Omega to the corner. Daniel moves. Danielson.
Ayla's like, hey, those are pretty cool. I didn't make them. Never, they totally look like a whispering eye.
Whispering eye. That's disgusting.
Ayla says, hi, Alita. Yeah.
Another break, huh? And the crowd's cheering for this. To me, this is a little bit slow and grinding.
Yeah, I don't understand why they like to do this kind of stuff. It's really weird.
Kenny Omega over the top. That was fantastic. He did land on his tailbone, his lower back. That might hurt. He's stretching it a little bit. That hurts. It's going to take a couple years off of his life. That's disgusting. What whale eyes.
Right? But when I saw them...
You were thinking Whispering Eye.
I was thinking of... what's that name of that movie?
Role Models.
Yeah. Whispering Eye. I was like, what the hell is that?
Leapfrog.
Daniel takes him,
rolls him up.
Will the WWE do better creative-wise with the AEW now in competition?
They have been already. That Monday Night show was fantastic. I don't like to see Bobby Lashley lose, but somebody had to. It was the only one that made sense. Because they can't have Big E losing already.
Oh, he got his foot on the rope. Alita says, miss my neighbor still? Yeah. Well, Barbecue Michael hasn't been back, has he? Ayla says, did you show him? Smiling, laughing. It's just olives.
Old olives.
Yeah, the eyeball part is a mozzarella ball. And then it's olives with ham around
Daniel
it.
up top!
But it's the way they did the setup of it. Different styles is in the chat. A Different says, thanks for the watch along getting into these. Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
glad that you're hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sophie says,
Kenny Omega up on the ramp.
yeah, they're up on the ramp now.
Oh, he's going to do some eight kicks.
Watching AEW Dynamite, I flipped the channel to something else. Oh.
He likes to call me, right? Hello?
Ayla says,
hi.
Hey, hey, Ayla. And Ayla says, hey, hey, hey. Sophie says, this dog's on the bed. Yes. Ayla says, no, now that I see that too.
Okay. Yeah, and that's no problem. Here. Okay. All right. Uh-oh.
He's gonna run. He's making a run for it. He's crucifying himself.
Right.
He's making a He's running.
All right.
He's running back down to the ring.
Does tomorrow sound good?
He totally attacked Daniel Bryanson.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Sophie says it's time for ASMR now. Picture.
Right. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll try to get it before then. Right. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. But, all right. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye. 10 times more annoying than stalking.
Don't listen to me then.
I can't. You're like yelling in my ear, but like in a whisper.
It's not yelling. It's a whisper. You're so weird. People, it's like ASMRD is back. Yeah, I should do it all the time just so I know the crap out of Travis.
So she is leaving for a while to go do continuing education on this.
On the stuff that's happening with Argus?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, she's leaving tomorrow at 4.
Wow. Okay.
So we need to get him before.
We have to get him before 4 o'clock. I might be able to. I'll make it.
And that way she can show you how to do
whatever.
Show me.
Ladder. You're the one that has to learn it. Sophie says, "Are you guys going to do the pay-per-view this Sunday?"
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be here.
Extreme Rules. Absolutely. It's going to be exciting, guys. We're going to be here at noon Eastern on Saturday for predictions with Joe DeBest.
We're going to be here at 10 then?
We have to do it early because there is a giant boxing pay-per-view on Saturday. So.
Oh, so we're doing it early. That's good to know.
Lots of stuff going on.
Thanks for sharing. It's like I'll wait until the last minute and then tell her.
Last minute? Is it Wednesday?
Wednesday. So yeah, Sophie. So we're gonna do the pay-per-view on Sunday, our prediction show on Saturday, like normal. And we'll be here, of course, on Friday for SmackDown. And I'm guessing we're going to be doing Rampage. Are we going to be doing the 2-hour Rampage?
I have no idea. We'll find out on Friday, I guess. But anyways, we got picture-in-picture, and it looks like Brian or Danielson or whatever you want to call him. He's down. Kenny Omega's over the top of him. Looks like Kenny Omega.
They finally got him back in the ring. He was getting counted out.
Looks like Daniel Bryan is definitely getting his butt kicked here.
Sophie says it is almost spooky season. Alita says it's time I can join. Oh, by the way, today was the first day of autumn. Today was the first day of fall.
It is first day.
Different Style says, anyone know when the Owen Hart tournament is? You know, I haven't heard much more.
I didn't hear anything yet.
So. Sophie might know a little bit more. Sophie's pretty hip on the know-how.
Oh, shit! He was going for a buckle bomb and just threw him over the top.
Ouch. Sophie says they should change the pay-per-view to normal rules. Did they announce the Owen Hart tournament on AEW TV yet? Haven't seen it on their show yet, but this is just the first match, and they probably aren't going to, talk about it while the match is happening. It's usually something they'll talk about, between matches or something like that, or
Kenny Omega.
somebody might come out and be the
Dropkick
person
run.
that announces it.
Danielson not coming instead of moving. He just kind of shrugged. 2, and he kicks out.
Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin.
Hey, Vin.
Says, hey, Travis, so who you got winning this match between Bryan Danielson versus Tyson Smith? I mean, Kenny Omaha.
Right. Well, I definitely like Kenny Omega 1,000 times better. So I'm going to go with Kenny Omega, but I do have a feeling Daniel could win this. Or Danielson.
People is like, it was a nicer day and much breezier outside. Oh, yeah? Did you have a nice day there in Florida?
It is definitely hard to pin Kenny Omega.
Sophie says, are you guys going to do this for both shows on Friday? That means 4 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see.
Ayla says, I had to wear a sweater and butcher block today. Cold, not excited about the winter in there. Just bundle up, you'll be fine. Different styles, like, says, thanks, you're very welcome. And Vinny says, oh, Travis and Aletha can't talk at the same time. It's tough on the ears.
Yeah, we try not to.
Definitely don't want to try to talk over Travis.
Yeah, because that's hard. He is pretty soft-spoken. All right, is he going to do the Snapdragon off the top? Bumping in there? What's he doing here?
I have no idea what's going on.
Kenny going all the way up top. Daniel slips down from behind. Just pushes him up there.
And then falls
he crotched
down.
it.
He's like,
He crotched it.
Sophie says, there are no details about the Owen Hart tournament, like how many people are going to be in it. Yeah, I'm sure they'll start releasing that information if they just barely announce that they're going to do it. Tournaments like that, they probably are going to make it a big deal, and so they'll probably let everybody know as time goes on what's going on with it. So I won't be surprised if we don't hear something about it tonight. Or we might not hear about it tonight. It might be something they mention on Rampage on Friday. So
yeah, and it might even be when it culminates in November. So it might not be till mid-October.
Mm-hmm.
Because their pay-per-view is the 13th of November. It's going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's looking like.
His skin is like all creepy, weird looking, where Kenny Omega chopped him so much for real chops, like ouchie chops.
Yeah, he got...
It's like all blister. It looks like blisters now, but it's all like raised.
So this happened to him before, remember? When he was wrestling WWE? And they took pictures of it and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
His skin is very soft. It's probably that vegan food.
Probably. Not eating good food for your skin.
Can't repair his tissue.
Repair. Yeah, you kind of have to eat certain
coming at him with those jabs.
Tissue repair itself.
Kicking him in the hamstring. Into the ropes. Big knee. Little V-trigger.
Ooh.
Daniel.
So did Bryan Danielson say thank you to the WWE this week?
Arms under his shoulder. How could he count?
That was like that one where they were trying to count, but the shoulder was completely off the mat. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how can you count that? Their shoulder isn't even down.
Getting a little bit of offense, but now he's stuttering, so definitely not happening. He's trying to get back up. He's trying to Hulk up, but he's got to get up.
It just makes his face look weird. He shouldn't do that. Indicator says, I heard from my top-of-the-line sources that Philip Jack Punk is wrestling on Rampage in 2 days. That might look off into space at another hugging scene. When that happens.
It could. It could definitely happen.
I might just not pay attention, yes. I can divert my attention elsewhere. Here we are up in the corner again.
Get him up. Alright, what's happening here? Headbutt? He just did this. If he does that Snapdragon from off the top, Daniel's done. His whole career's over.
His whole career.
It lands on his neck. That's what his problems were with his concussions.
Right?
No way. He is. He's going to Snapdragon him off the top. No way Brie could be happy with that. Oh!
He landed more on his side and shoulder.
Yeah, he landed.
So he didn't land on his head.
1, 2, and no! Daniel kicks
out of it.
Danielson!
Sophie says, CM Punk has been making fun of everybody in the WWE on Twitter the past couple of days. And Alita says, now I see it why he left.
Right?
Indicator says, for some reason, Danielson looks really old in this match. No fucking way, really.
He is old, guys. I think he's 40. Not kidding.
He's old for an athlete.
All right, Kenny. Let's end this. One winged angel. Let's hit him with it. Big V trigger.
Is that just a big knee?
Yeah.
Okay. So why are we going?
Daniel Bryan. It's called a V trigger. If he hits him with it. No. It's that Canadian. What do they call it? Pile driver reversed.
That's why Alita said now she sees why he left. I was about to say that. For some reason, Danielson looks really old in this match. It's because of how slow it's moving, guys. Like most of AEW's matches are really not like quick.
Missed with that V trigger.
They take a long time, but they're like
kick.
moving all the time.
Big it kick right across the side of the head.
So you're saying that they don't want to keep Argus forever because of how sweet he is?
Right. They do. She's like, you better keep me up to date on this one. Come attached to him.
It's not
big power bomb.
Everybody does.
There it is. V trigger. Come on. Count to 100. Dude. Oh. Come on, Omega. End this.
Somebody end it. For God's sakes. You guys have been at this for longer than almost 30 minutes. Is that what they're going to do? They're going to like go the whole time and have a time limit draw?
Yes. That looks like what it's
I'm guessing. Because then that way nobody loses, right?
Yeah, we'll start getting warnings.
Sophie says AEW is rumored to introduce a new championship, like a secondary championship for the women instead of the trios championship.
Okay. I'm okay with the secondary.
That's all right. They need to have kind of a mid-card one. They've got a lot of women that deserve to have championships of some kind. They should because the men have like the TNT one, and I think that's okay.
Maybe landed on his shoulder off the top rope. That just didn't look like it felt good.
Ayla's like, he's a good dog. Yeah.
He's a crippled dog with ulcers on both of his sides. And they can't keep them closed. They're trying, but they've been spraying it with some sort of miracle medicine.
Yeah.
She said the name.
Okay.
She started him on solid food so he can keep his stools solid.
So he has been having movements, though.
Oh! That looked like it collapsed that left leg. That it kick. Right into Kenny's head.
Walter says, good first match. And hey, Ayla. Is this your champion? Should I kill him?
There's the stomps.
That's emotion for you. So
all right, here it is, guys.
Fans will hate that decision if they do go to a draw.
If you can get that crossface locked in. There it is.
Is there a whistle?
No, he said,
he
said words. How much time remaining? I told you we'd start getting warnings.
Piccolo says yes, 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 and Ayla says
you guys, this match is not going to have an ending.
People are going to get so upset.
It's going to be a draw, which is going to set up. There's 1 minute remaining. There's 40 seconds left, guys. So who's going to get the 2 count when the bell rings?
What does the 2 count mean? Oh, you mean like
1, 2, ding, 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 3. Oh.
So if it says I'm watching the reboot Wonder Years, it isn't that bad so far.
Oh, sounds fantastic.
I'll pass. It sounds stupid. They should never redo shows like that.
You guys, there's no way either one of these guys are going to get a pin. And it's been 40 seconds, so why hasn't the bell ring? Some id kicks. Omega's back on his feet.
With some more chops to his
Omega's
chest.
chopping away. There's the bell.
They're not even going to stop. Okay, so the match is over.
The match has officially ended.
Nobody won.
Kenny
it's
Omega
a draw.
with a loser effort. Champions should win.
He's trying really hard. The ref's like, you can't do it, dude.
Who's this?
The Bucks. Can't you tell by their outfits?
They didn't show it.
I could tell it just by their goofy outfit that he had on for the split second that I saw. Different Style says, I was wondering about that too, LOL. Illa says, I'm watching Blade, the first one. Vindicator says, just for the record, I saw a squirrel crawling around the yard behind you. I think he or she is pulling for Omega too, just because of Travis's influence.
And possibly. It wants some airtime.
Walter's like,
been
it's
trying
a
to bugging me
draw.
all day about it.
Pico's like, Sophie, please have some respect. As Ayla says, R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
And that would mean to me. Oh, triple! Kicks right to the head. Thrust kicks. It's the Jungle Express.
Oh, they came down to save Daniel Bryanson. Old Daniel. Getting help from some people. He's like, Vindicator's like,
it's the old WWE
that Star's outfit is a horrendous eyesore. What? Whatever, Vindicator. That's like your favorite outfit. You probably have like 4 of them.
Next.
The live interview. 48 hours before his first TV match in over 7 years. Oh, gritty, we get to hear him talk some more. God damn.
So they hired him.
God damn. I say, God damn.
Hey, look, Rampage commercial.
What? That's weird.
We're like, just tune in, please.
So he's like, neither man should lose since this is Bryan's first match in AEW. Omega isn't Roman Reigns. Chris says, classic match. Ayla says, what's wrong with stars? Vindicator's like, oh, Daniel Bryanson. It's Bryan Danielson. It's fine.
Danielson.
He's going to be all of the above all the time. He's been known as Daniel Bryan for so long that it's just going to come out as Bryan and Daniel Bryanson all the time. Chris says this was match of year for AEW, but match of year still is Walter versus Dragunov. Yeah, when the tiny little boy won the championship off of the big guy. Oh, okay. Piccolo says LMAO G dang. God damn. I say, God damn. Does anybody know what that's from? It's from a movie. Don't say it.
I'm trying to think of what it is. I know what movie it is, but I can't think of what movie it is.
Walter says AEW Rampage 2 hours Friday. Sophie says we might get Adam Cole versus Bryan at the next AEW pay-per-view.
Oh, God. That's the excitement that we've been looking for. No, seriously, Daniel Bryan's my least favorite wrestler in the history of the sport.
He has a very good tie-in with Adam Cole right now of that area of loathing.
No, Adam Cole, at least, like, he did okay.
Is it because of his feminine physique?
I'm not attracted.
I think they should put him on a dress.
He's got too big of a head.
His head's too big for his body.
Oh, Mongo. Something about Mary. It's like you could watch a movie on his forehead. Mongoloids or whatever they're called.
Well, just like on Saturday, is there a pay-per-view prediction for Extreme Rules?
There is at
Walter,
noon.
Yes.
Noon your time. Be here.
Noon at Eastern time. Piccola says, of course I know what movie it is. It's my favorite. Tell us, Piccola. Tell us what it is. Tell us. Tell us. I know what it is. So hopefully the 2-hour Rampage won't hurt them ratings-wise. Since Rampage the last few weeks have the same amount of viewers that NXT has gotten since they moved to the USA Network.
All the kids will be asleep.
You know, if Rampage has gotten the same amount of viewers that NXT has gotten since they moved to USA Network, that's still pretty good.
It's like 500K.
I mean, that's not god-awful. I mean, it's not the best by any means, but it's not, like, fucking terrible.
NXT's will change. It'll pick up. They're changing it up a little bit over there.
Ayla's like, say it. And Piccolo's like, well, Uma Thurman is in the bathroom. Sophie says, I know what movie, but I forgot the name of it.
$5 shake. Or is it $8 shake?
Powdering her nose.
$7 shake.
Don't you just love it that when you come back from the bathroom, your food gets here?
It's a $7 shake.
Damn, that's a good $7 shake. Also, I was like, CM Punk. Yeah, we're going to talk again, some more of interviewing, because that's what everybody wants to see is CM Punk talking. No wrestling, just talking.
Is he going to jump?
Is this part of his appearance package? His appearance package has to be wrestling?
Well, he's wrestling tonight.
Is he?
Just not tonight.
Oh, later on Rampage stuff. Got it.
And they can
says,
always
and Sophie says Pulp Fiction. Yes. Yeah. Pulp Fiction is the name of that movie. She's snorting up that cocaine in the bathroom. I say, God damn! God damn!
Ketchup. Best joke ever said.
Alita says, love the theme song. The soundtrack of that is a pretty good soundtrack.
No, I can't remember any songs on it, but I'm sure it's decent.
The Captain Kangaroo song?
Yeah. It's all dude.
With the deck of 51.
Captain
Kangaroo.
Don't tell me
what to do. Yeah. Well, she says, and Sophie won movie
Punk.
trivia,
Don't
LOL.
be an uber baby face. You know you would do 10 times better.
Ugh.
How do you follow that?
Like, I just come out here and, like, say stupid
You let Punk come out and say...
then I just stand here like a dork. Look at me!
New York City!
New York City? You don't make no salsa in New York City. It's a commercial.
I know.
Sophie says, do you see CM Punk feud with MJF at some point?
Ooh, that would be interesting. He's uber babyface, so it would work, but right now it's Brian Pillman. CM Punk reminds me of somebody that's like plotting the death of many Americans in his van by the river.
He's a homegrown terrorist?
Yeah, like a domestic terrorist type.
He's totally, what's his face, the Unabomber? Oh, old CM Punk the Unabomber. Timothy McVeigh. That guy. Nobody knows him by that name. No, just kidding. Piccolo says, haha, you guys. Sophie says, I know Uma Thurman was in Pulp Fiction, not the bad sequel. Walter's like, boo, Team Taz. Oh, is that happening? We don't know. Rewind.
What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's happening? I mean,
I don't know. Well, because Walter says, boo, Team Taz.
He's talking about.
Oh.
Will Hobbs.
Slash is in the chat, says they are in my hometown. Yeah, because you're from the Bronx, New York.
New York.
Are you sure it's not New Jersey?
Ew.
Walter says CM Punk gave free ice cream to AEW fans. But did he really, Walter? Did you talk to a person who got the free ice cream? Did they show it? What the hell is that?
And do you think they have, 20,000 ice cream bars?
Like, so we need to have at least 50 ice cream trucks swing by the arena at such and such time. I know when he was telling me about this video that they had of Biden. His wife, I guess, was giving a speech and he was standing next to her at the podium. And he just kind of looked over like this, and then he just kind of just wandered off. And then he came back. But I guess somebody made a spoof meme of it, of an ice cream truck going by with the music. And he's like, and then he's left.
That's funny.
Oh, hilarious. Alita's like, excuse me while I nap, right? I mean, come on. All this guy does is talk. So dumb. It's been so long since you've done anything. All you're doing is talking out your butthole right now.
He's going to be wrestling soon.
Vindicator says, so I guess it's easy to get your own cult if you have a personality like Philip Jack, but I would rather keep my own cult of personality anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, his cult looks like they drink poisoned Kool-Aid. Nicole's like, gee, I don't know what may have given it away. I have no idea. So he's like, this Dynamite kind of sounds like a WWE production with the talking. Well, there's like cool AEW entrance.
I mean, we gotta be at
different
least 40
styles, like
minutes
part of the contract.
We're
right?
45 minutes in and we got one match. It's turning into WWE TV.
This guy makes me want to burn my eyeballs out, poke my ears out with ice picks. Pickle says maybe the city and state. What city and state? What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, because they're in Bronx, New York, and that's your hometown. That's their hometown.
Right.
Okay. The deer's like, Dalitha, what's your favorite type of ice cream? It depends on the mood I'm in.
Vanilla. It's the best.
But
you can add whatever you want to it. It's done.
My favorite type of ice cream is probably mint chocolate chip.
Can't go wrong with mint. I like the cherry type. I like the white cherry with the cherries in it, and I also like the red cherry with the cherries.
Yeah, I like the cherry Garcia, and I like the cherry chocolate chip. That one's the pink one that has the cherries and the chips in it. Pico says, dude, stop complaining. Why can't WWE be WWE and AEW be the best wrestling on TV today? I don't know, Pico, because people can't have it that way.
You can't get it that way.
Like, you're going to have people that just cannot handle it. The AEW is its own thing. It's its own fucking thing. And it's good on its own terms and its own way. It can't be, right? It has to be compared to everything else because God forbid that it's its own thing.
Hell yeah. Brian Pillman next, guys. Oh yeah.
And MJF. And you know, they can't not compare it because, you know, after all, they do have people coming over here that are from WWE and some ex WWE people started it. Hello? Cody Rhodes? Anybody? You know, I mean, I know he was in other stuff, but he was still wasn't
WWE guy, was their first champion.
You know, I mean, it's just, you know, I get why people do it, but if you can't complain, then you have nothing to do, right? Like, is that what happens as you start getting older? You just complain about everything. You turn into your parents.
I just saw a shotgun. I forgot that I was looking to buy a shotgun.
Yeah, you were. Did they say anything? Well, there's like, okay, Rampage, CM Punk in action. Yeah, he'll be in action later, or as we will see it on Friday. So it says people have always compared AEW to WCW or early days Impact when they first debuted. Walter's like Brian Pillman Jr. for the win, and different styles is LOLing. Sweet. I love it. Laughing. Walter's like, who will show up on AEW tonight, you guys? I don't know.
Just the people that are supposed to be there.
Rick
I mean,
Flair.
we might get. I'd like to see Slick Rick show up.
I think Chris Akane in our chat was saying that it's going to be the Fiend, you know.
Right. I mean, obviously, the Fiend can't show up. Bray Wyatt possibly could show up, but not as Bray Wyatt. Wyndham Rotunda. Or something close to that.
Right. Sophie says you are almost in hour 2, and how many matches are supposed to be on tonight, and can they do it in an hour?
I know we got at least 2 more. I don't know if there's more than... Do we have any tag team matches scheduled? I didn't see. Did we?
I didn't see any, but that doesn't mean anything. They didn't really
we got
show
Ruby
any matches.
Soho wrestling later on.
Britt Baker and Ruby Soho.
That's a title job.
Right now it's MJF and what's his face? Brian Pillman Jr.
Brian Pillman Jr. with Methany at ringside, maybe.
Ooh, Methany.
His mom. Brian Pillman's mom. Old Methany. Oh, shit,
is her
that's
name
hilarious.
Bethany?
Stephanie, I would assume. But...
Or Stephanie? Is it because he's making fun of people with lisps? Stephanie?
It's because they were on dope.
Oh, even the mom?
Yeah. And are we going to get that Cody Rhodes fight tonight? I forgot about Cody Rhodes and Black. Cody Rhodes is back. That's tonight, isn't it?
I think it's tonight.
That's
I don't
probably
think it's
your
on
main
Rampage.
event.
I think it's on regular Dynamite.
Rhodes to the Top. Is that
Rhodes
their
to
new
the Top.
reality show?
Yeah, that's their reality show.
Miz
Which
and
is
Miz.
so funny because my nail lady was talking about it today because she asked me about it. Because she watched that show that he was on, that Go Big show or whatever
Right.
it was.
With Jennifer Nettle. She was the girl.
Because I guess I think people will think the same, but then again, I'm a Heyman guy. Oh.
So MJF came out first.
Yes, he did. Sophie says maybe some of the matches booked tonight get moved to Friday's Rampage. Doubtful.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they have it all figured out.
I'm sure they knew that it was going to take that long. They knew that What's-His-Face was going to talk for 5 hours.
There's Julia Hart. Some eye candy at ringside. Brian Pillman coming down to the ring.
Where's his buddy?
I don't know. Griff?
Yeah. He broke him. Get rid of him.
MJF is not impressed with Brian Pillman.
It's the mullet. It doesn't really impress people very much. No matter how magical it is. Pico says, which means I want some pure wrestling and I want some hardcore too, not sports entertainment.
Right.
Because you're a Heyman guy.
And NXT is headed that way, they said. Look at that. MJF reaches out his hand. Brian Pillman going to shake it? No disrespect from Brian Pillman.
Him first. You knew that was going to happen.
Big plus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like 33 years old or something when he died, but I can't remember how old he was. But he was young. He was
his daddy.
Oh,
don't do drugs. Pico says Griff is getting his hair did. Probably getting it all floofed, getting it repermed and floofed. Sounds about right.
A little arm drag by Pillman. It is neat to see Pillman because he does remind me of his Svaja. Takes me back to my youth. And his father was a mid-carder, like a good mid-carder.
Right? And maybe they're trying to get him that way. Maybe get him out there so you see more of him, but he still makes it in the...
He does look like he's in just normal underwear.
I know, it's so creepy. I just
underwear.
Seriously cannot look at what they're wearing. Him or MJF, really.
MJF have underwear?
It accentuates areas that I just don't want to see, really. I'm just like, doodle-doo.
You're looking at their hang-me-down.
Doodle-doo.
Oh! Brian Pillman with the chop. Now, this match is more like it, right?
Yeah, it's a little more action-y. Running. Oh.
This is what you want to see follow up a match like that. A slow grind-out type match into a quicker...
Something happening match.
Oh, Pillman outthinking MJF. That doesn't happen every day.
No, it doesn't.
It's funny because MJF reminds me of those guys, like the Briscoes from the old days.
Right?
Oh, shit. Slap almost knocked him cold. Kevin Sullivan type.
Kevin Sullivan?
Sullivan.
I don't know that person.
You wouldn't. He's one of the main writers for AEW.
He is? Was
Kevin
he
Sullivan.
in somewhere else?
He was a WCW guy for years.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
He's the one that people think killed Chris Benoit and his family.
Why would he do that?
Because he didn't like Chris Benoit.
Okay, guys.
It's just one of the theories.
Your conspiracy theory is incorrect. It was proven that Chris Benoit killed his own family and himself. There wasn't like a missing thing or something.
MJF's very flat-footed in this match. He's going to have to pick it up if he's going to beat Pillman. Pillman looks like he's on his game. See
Having a good
what I'm
night.
talking about? He's very flat-footed. MJF.
Yes.
See how he's on his heels?
Right.
It's almost like he has his toes off the ground.
Maybe it's the way his boots are or something. Don't go anywhere, everybody.
Anywhere.
Don't leave us.
You can watch this in.
Piccolo says, "Oh gosh, Kevin Sullivan did some satanic gimmick back in the day."
Yes, he did. All sorts of crazy stuff. And that's why people think that he killed Benoit's family.
There was no satanic stuff involved in this.
It's all satanic.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this, MJF.
Piccolo says, "I remember
Rich in
being
that
in
armor.
Iraq and reading about the Hope and Law situation. Pretty disturbing stuff." Yeah, it is pretty disturbing when somebody kills their own family. Like little
He
kids.
suffocated a 7-year-old.
Yeah, that is way disturbing. Like on another level.
And you get the wrestling fans, I want to just see him. It's like, dude, I don't want to see anything that ever has anything to do with
I do not want him to be put up in a pedestal of happy time. Like, he may have been a good wrestler, but he was a nasty
So if you put him
person.
in the Hall of Fame and you have the celebration, do you bring his surviving son in to receive it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Could you imagine?
He might not even like his dad.
Could you imagine the angst and anger that poor kid has? Jesus. I'm sure he wants to not even have anything to do with them.
Either that or he looks at his dad as a victim,
Maybe.
which would be a way that you could get out of the pain.
Well, and they're trying to say that that's why he did it, was because of
Right.
the concussions and
It's an excuse that way. He
had a swollen brain and he didn't know what he was. Bullshit.
Luke, I'm your father.
There's no way
Friday.
he didn't know what he was doing. That's just garbage. Just stupid shit. Different Style says, "I shook his hand at a hotel 3 years before it happened." Wow, crazy.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that you shook his hand. He was still a great wrestler. Can't take it away from what he did in the ring.
Right?
Just his character wasn't the best.
Right. As a normal human, he was not a good person.
I remember when he wasn't that big and jacked up. Just all of a sudden, he just got all big and jacked up over the last 5 years of his career.
Right.
Holy shit, dude! He taking a horse steroid?
Yes, and that's what caused his anger. Different Style says, "After the show, we would go and meet them as the go and check in."
That's awesome.
That's cool. That's way cool. I mean, you don't take that away, I'm sure it was fun meeting those people and stuff like that. But I look at it this way. If they would let him into the Hall of Fame, then... Because I don't think China's in there, is she?
No.
Then they should let her in. And a few
China
others.
didn't do anything.
I know she didn't, but they blackballed her.
Well, I know, but she's not. She didn't do enough to be in the Hall of Fame, is what I'm saying. Just because she was big or something? What do you do? You can't just let everybody in. I mean, I guess she was a champion. They had her wrestle the guys. She was a dude champion. I think she had the Intercontinental title.
Right? Nothing wrong with that.
It's weird. But yeah.
Well, at least she was a woman doing it, like Tessa Blanchard, and not doing it. A they.
All right, Brian Pillman. They are back from the commercial. They went full commercial for that Connors show.
Garbage. That garbage.
What?
What?
I heard John Harbaugh. Why did I hear John Harbaugh?
I don't know. Maybe something to do with Pillman Jr. and his family or something, maybe. I don't know.
Look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Lucas says both him and Eddie's...
Oh, too much celebrating.
Eddie's paths, man. I can remember listening to the podcast how Chris was devastated by Eddie's death, and it was a downward spiral from there.
Yep. It's tough. Drugs, alcohol, steroids, and concussions probably don't mix. It's a deadly cocktail.
He grabbed her as a shield. Good job. That's how it should be.
She's choking. Is he giving her a penny? Big clothesline by MJF. Just clever wrestling right there. His shorts remind me of the Hot Wheels box when I was a kid.
It does have that.
I had the Hot Wheels cars.
It's like blue with fire on them almost. I'm not sure it's fire. I think it's supposed to be like a lion or something. He's like, I like it.
Oh, he put his hands on a woman. And Pillman with the drop kick. Baseball slide. Brian just doesn't have the intensity of Esparza. That's the thing that he is missing. Get up top. Go get him. He's too showboaty. I like how he is getting the crowd involved.
Right.
That's probably it.
Oh,
that's assault of the
likes
air.
Being choked. Yeah.
There's the tap. Brian Pillman taps out.
Nice.
He's not letting go.
MJF is a cuck. Somebody's sign in the background. Not a fuck, not a cock, but a cuck.
A cuckold.
People, it's probably true. She probably does like being choked.
A cuckold is William Shakespeare. It's a man who shares his wife.
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
Sorry.
Being cuckold. Mm-hmm. Do you know where it comes from? The term?
William Shakespeare.
No. Do you know where they got it from? It's derived from the cuckoo bird. The cuckoo bird, what they do is they cuckold other birds into raising their children. So they go to a certain bird, like a wren or something, and they lay their egg in that bird's nest.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the eggs hatch, or the cuckold baby bird hatches first, and it pushes the other egg out of the nest, and the wren knows it's not its baby, but it's so ingrained to feed its young that it raises the cuckoo bird's baby. So it's been cuckold. I knew that. It was actually on Jeopardy as a final question, and I knew the answer because of that. I'm like, I know the answer. It was got Jericho talking, and what's his face out?
Right, he's going to be out there wrestling later on. Or is that going to be on Friday?
Spit it into the nasty. Jeffrey says it's cool seeing the Macho Man poster. Yeah, that guy's been throwing it up all night in the background.
We're feral.
They're feral?
They're feral and rabbit.
Ew. Oh, they're going to do it on Rampage later.
This Friday. It's fun watching those when they're recorded because they screw up constantly. Because the announce team tries to say it's Friday, but it's constantly Wednesday. It's pretty fun when they record them.
Right.
It's dark. The lights are off. Is this a Darby sighting?
And Jeff Samuels in the chat saying,
Cody.
Hey, Wrestling Gab, I'm hearing the fans left after CM Punk promo because they didn't get free ice cream. Oh, yeah? Is that what happened? Looked like it was still full to me, but I don't know.
So they're going to do the Cody fight now?
Is that who this is?
Blackness with the red. I thought that was Cody's.
Oh, this is Malachi.
Malachi here.
It's Malachi.
And yes, it's Cody. Okay.
Malachi.
Oh my gosh, it's Malachi. Look at everybody. It's Malachi.
It's Malachi. Black! Malachi. Was that scary? It's like, ah.
Old Malachi.
It's all Elite Wrestling with a mission. They have a mission.
Is Cody going to get his payback? Is it retribution time?
I don't know.
I'm not sure
if he's going to, or if they're going to
keep pushing
Malachi. Cody has a show, and I think he's almost kind of taken a back seat to wrestling stuff and just kind of being behind the scenes of things.
Right.
More so.
So he should be a main eventer.
Like with
and
his
win
wifey poo and baby, you know what I mean? Like, they had, like, comments on their show, like, on some of the previews of her making comments like, you do everything for everybody else, or like all that weird stuff. But it makes sense, though, because his dad was that way, and he probably taught his children to be like that, so.
The American Dream.
Is that what his dad's name was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream. Son of a plumber. No, he's the grandson of a plumber. The announcer actually might say that tonight. So.
He might say some clever stuff if we have the same announcer we normally do. And here says, I think Malachi's entrance has been better than his matches. Right?
Oh yeah, he's wrestling.
At least they do some cool entrances sometimes
Cody,
with these guys.
Dustin.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
Nobody cares about Dustin.
It was such an awful match.
Here he comes.
Randy Sam is in the chat here. He says, hey, wrestling guy, Gab, guys, did you hear the rumors of Heyman turn on Roman and Finn wins? And then we get Brock versus Roman without no title, and possibly Lashley shows up tomorrow, and Keith Lee turn heel too.
Wow.
And then,
I love these.
And then Keith Lee changes his name to Bear Claw because he wants to be a giant donut.
Facts.
Whatever his name's supposed to be changed to.
Arn Anderson.
What the fuck is his name supposed to be changed into?
Big Cat or something.
Oh, God.
I can't remember what it was. Is that Brandy?
Brandy's there! Look at her go.
No, nothing clever. He is wearing like a Captain America outfit. Love it.
So weird. But here's Cody is putting Nikki ASH to shame. LOL. AHS.
She is a champion now, though, guys.
Tag team. Jason Michaels in the chat saying, hi, Wrestling Gap, laughing. Why did the fan leave when Punk promo? No ice cream bar, possibly. I don't think anybody left. You guys are silliness. Different South says, no, I heard Brock is or needs to change his gimmick, though.
His gimmick is changed.
His
he looks
gimmick
like a completely
changed.
different guy.
He's not the same.
It's Hillbilly Classic now.
Pico says, pretty mama Brandy.
Yes.
She is looking pretty good.
She's a very pretty girl.
Coming out there in her little...
I think she's got green eyes.
Super person outfit.
Right, here we go.
She's like, I want to be here. I want to leave my baby. So it says, how's the show so far? Oh, pretty good. We got Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes right now.
Malachi. It's Malachi. We just had Brian Pillman
and MJF.
lose to MJF. And before that, we had a draw, time limit draw. Daniel Bryan and Kenny Omega. They're going to have to go 60 minutes at the pay-per-view.
I think Sophie was here for that one, but yeah.
Cody goes right for his legs. Very wise.
Ooh.
Malachi takes it back.
I wonder who Walter's going for. Walter, are you going for some Cody Rhodes to win this, or are you going for Malachi Black? Chris says Cody with the evil Knievel colors. Right. It's American colors, my man.
Do you remember Super Dave Osborne? I think he was on like Showtime in the old days, and he'd always do like a big stunt. Anybody watch that, Super Dave? And if you haven't, look it up on YouTube. That shit is hilarious.
Super
Although it was a lot funnier when I was a kid. Look at that. Leg sweep. Malachi's pretty quick.
Ooh, so's Cody, though.
He's got to be when you're married to a fast woman. Look at that. Oh, he's going to take a seat. There he goes, sitting down. This is usually his finisher.
Oh, yes. Sophie's like, it sounds like you guys aren't enjoying tonight's show. What?
It's so-so. They've had better. She just said F you. Oh, distracted. Malachi ducks it.
worded those words.
Yeah.
You could read her lips, and she flipped him off, and it's a live recording right now.
She said,
she's in so much trouble. Tony Khan's gonna spank her in the back. A paddle.
Everybody'd like that. Okay.
Chris says black with
1,
those damn
2.
shorts again. Has he worn them before or something? Is this like a normal outfit that Black does?
Yeah.
Luna is in the chat saying, "Oh, Brandy."
I think it's more of a kilty look than normal. He usually wears trunks.
Oh. It's kind of slit up on the sides of him a little bit more for movement. Maybe he's wearing regular pants or wrestling pants under it or wrestling shorts.
Oh, he missed. And they got nailed with a knee by Black.
Lizards. Piccolo says, Tony don't care, LOL. Whatever.
Cares
if the network gives him...
He's very, very sensitive.
The network gives a poo-poo about it.
He suspended Max Caster, for crap's sakes, over a song that was fantastic.
Yeah. It wasn't even, like... I don't even know how it could be considered offensive. I've listened to it a few times. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know why it's offensive. Chris says, yes, Black wore them on his debut, but last week he had trunks. But now he's wearing shorts again, which is at Black.
That just collapsed.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He's got wardrobe malfunction or something. What?
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell is it? My scene? Looks like he's torquing on that knee.
Oh,
right knee.
Yeah, I had it like in a block or something.
Left knee. Pretty much anything you put between bread and freaking sauce is going to taste good.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
No, it's not facts. Oh, God. Smart reparking. Sorry, guys. I was watching the Progressive commercial. That's a new one. I hadn't seen that one yet. Did I talk about leaving before we've actually been to the game? When we leave, we can get out of here really fast.
It's good parking.
Oh, jeez. Full commercial while they were in picture-in-picture for a minute. Then we'll be back and watching Malachi and Cody Rhodes.
I hope they don't do, like, there's a champion, and then somebody else wins it, and then they're champion for a while, and then somebody else wins it, they're champion for a while, and they just keep doing that.
Right.
I kind of like perennial champions. I like people that are the top. Mm-hmm. I like cheering for the best.
Right, yeah.
Like, so if Kenny loses it, I hope he gets it back within a year, or 2 or 3 times.
Right.
But it does seem like that's what they do. Oh, you're champion? Okay, you're never going to be champion again. Like Kushida.
Mm-hmm.
Like who? If you haven't watched in if you just started over the last 3 months, you have no idea who she is.
Did he get injured?
Talk about she was the world champion.
Oh, you're talking about
Hikaru Kushida.
That's right. We saw her. She was in that one match.
What good does that do? 2 win.
But still.
That's it. But Cody fell out of the ring.
What? No.
That's the finisher.
Malachi's like, how dare
Malachi
you?
has to get him back into the ring to pin him.
He's like, dead weight. I can't lift your ass. It's like, I can't get you up. All he has to do is just lay dead. People says that BS deathmatch and the pizza commercial immediately after. Unless it's murder or virgin sacrifice. I think TNT is pretty fair game. That's funny.
Cody's getting back up.
Yeah, I heard about the commercial thing. LOL.
There he is. Cody's back in there. But he's in the rope. He's under the rope.
He's in it. He's all up on it. Right? Yeah, people, that deathmatch thing, and then he had the pizza cutter, and then and just because that's how it landed, a pizza commercial afterwards. people got all weird. Domino's got sensitive. They're like, no, we're not associated with it.
Everybody is so sensitive nowadays. And it's not even the people. Like, it's just the internet. It's like its own force.
Yeah.
It's almost like the internet invented itself, and now it's controlled by itself. And just makes this shit up. Because nobody's really upset. Nobody really gives a fuck what Ric Flair did. Nobody.
Right?
Nobody cares what Max
In real
Caster
wrestling
said.
fans, like, go ask
in real life,
real wrestling fan. Like a real normal wrestling fan.
It just takes like
talk to him
10 people on Twitter to be like, oh my god. And people are like, oh no, he offended somebody.
We better delete it. Get rid of it. It didn't exist. We made a mistake.
Malachi
can't follow through. No.
Cody's going to put him in the figure 4.
Probably not a good thing. Anyways, Walter is leaving.
See you, Walter.
He's like, bye guys, see you Friday, 8 p.m. trivia, WWE Wrestling. Alrighty, Walter, we'll see you then. Have a good night.
Oh shit, hyperextended that knee.
Ew, gross.
Might have broke that patella tendon there.
Patella tendon?
Yeah, the patella tendon. Or patella tendon. Bro.
Yeah?
I like patella tendon. Get him just slapping with the chop. Too bad Cody doesn't do the bionic elbow like his Faja. He does nothing that his dad did.
Well, that's not a bad thing, is it?
Yeah, I think he should tribute to it a little bit.
Do some.
I mean, he doesn't have to pull Charlotte and do every move the same. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that crossroads. Kicked him in the back of the knee. Picks him up. Throws him like a baby. Right, don't throw babies at home, people. But if you were going to, that's what it would look like.
Unless they bounce. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Like Neville, long bottom.
Bouncing baby boys. Medicare's like, I didn't know Travis studied human anatomy in school.
Well, we all had to study anatomy. You wouldn't have been able to graduate. What kind of anatomy? Oh, patella tendon. I got it. Oh!
A patella. Because says, I like Peloton commercials myself. Exercises.
There it is, a cutter! Now we got it. That's it, guys. He won.
Did he?
1. Oh, yeah, 2. And Black kicks
No, he
out.
didn't. Different Style says he did the drop down punch. That's Dusty JS. Or Dusty's.
Dusty's.
The drop down punch.
Right. Off the top. A little bit more of an elbow
what the
dropper.
What is Iron doing? He almost didn't make it around the... Did he
Did
just fall down?
I think Iron just fell off the... Yeah, the referee just told him.
Is he okay? I don't know if that was real or fake, but...
Oh, it was real. He fell.
Well, I know, but I was like, why is he trying to get around
But now he's back up. See, he wasn't supposed to. That's what's supposed to happen. Now he's going to get hit with that twisted kick. Oh, Cody.
Cody's like, kick him out and let me go check on you. Are you okay? I'm broken. I didn't mean to hit ya.
Arn, are you okay?
He's like, get away from me. Get back in there and do your job.
You don't worry about this, old man.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Brandy's like, okay. She's like, all right.
Black probably has a weapon.
Well, he's been all up under the ring there for a while. What's he doing under there?
I don't know what he was doing under there, but he's going to get... Cody's in trouble. He's too distracted.
It's so weird. Like, that whole thing was just awkward weird.
And then Iron's back. Why is Cody so distracted? Get his family out of there. Why is the referee getting involved?
Oh, shit!
He just punched the referee. Oh, he just got misted.
Ew, that's what he was doing.
3.
Ew.
Malachi.
Gross.
The roll-up after spitting some mist.
Grossness.
It's a black mist.
Yeah.
It's like the Great Muta, but black.
Vinegar, it's black mist. It's black mist. Spewing the corruption. Vinegar says, how long ago did Brandy have a baby?
5 months, 10 months ago, somewhere in there. It was a while back.
Lieutenant Martha says, not the eye. Not the eye. Vindicator's like Black Red from Asuka Playbook. Who took it from the great
Great Muta.
That's what he
Next
was doing
week,
under the
Miro
ring.
and who? Who's that other guy? Is that Garcia?
No, that's Spanish God.
Oh, is that who that was? Sammy Guevara.
Oh, what are you, like, a good... Like, all of a sudden you're a good guy? What?
Yeah, he's in there with Jericho. His God and his wife.
Put him back together after he broke his neck in 2012. People was like, Great Muta style. Exactly. Spitty Spittertons.
Well, that's going to be exciting. If anybody's going to do it, it is going to be him.
Do you think Sammy Guevara really deserves a TNT championship?
Who said anything near that? Nobody.
You just did.
I said that he would be the guy that takes it. I didn't say he deserves it.
Because actually Great Muta did it from Great Kabuki, it never gets stale. We'll go back one more, right?
Well, at some point, it was Genghis Khan.
He was spitting
in a lot of women.
Ew.
Every single person on the planet is related to him.
I am not related to a Mongoloid.
A mongrel.
Desmond's in the chat. Hey, Desmond. God bless you is in the chat says Miro looks like Ciampa with that full beard.
Right. If Ciampa ate Ciampa.
Right? He'd have to eat him like twice.
Is that your favorite song?
Yeah.
Favorite commercial song? Or is it the Applebee's song? Got myself last night.
What?
Holding the jigsaw.
Cool.
And I got stuck between the jigsaw and the middle.
Nice. Well, you kept your finger.
It wasn't the blade.
Oh.
The blade was way over there. I was on the side of the jigsaw.
Desmond says, what an awesome AEW Dynamite show so far.
It's been okay.
It's pretty good.
Can't complain. I can complain a little.
I can complain about that CM Punk segment. Oh my god, that was boring. Ugh, and the first match was just like long, but not like extremely entertaining. Most of it, so it was like kind of.
It wasn't
slow.
like their ladder match that we had at the pay-per-view. You know, that went long.
Fucking creepy. Is that really?
Bradshaw when he was younger.
Yeah. Did they just CGI?
That's what he looked like. The blonde bomber. It's funny because he was the blonde bomber and now he's bald. But he was blonde and he was a true blonde and his wife's true blonde. So all his daughters are blondes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it finally over? Like, we don't know where he's going to end up.
Isn't he your family? Jamie Lee Curtis? Isn't he your family?
He is. He's her brother.
Doesn't says
older brother though, so he's looking out for it.
Yep. Doesn't says it was stupid for them to end the match on a draw because of a time limit.
It's old school.
It's totally cool that they did that because that means that nobody loses face.
And it's going to give Daniel the title shot.
Yep. Without having like some stagnant win or a lose under him, right? And they can't have
the FTR.
They can't have Kenny Omega losing to Daniel when he just came back, you know, when he's just starting. It's just weird. It would be really weird. So what they did is fine. Showing that they're both veterans of the whatever.
Squared circle?
Sure, yeah. D-Star in the chat saying ending match in a time limit was the only logical option at this point. Exactly. It kept save face for both of them. It saved face for the champion and it saved face for the guy who's trying to get the championship, right? And it made them both look good. Like they didn't look like dickwads out there. Is this really the FTR against
Sting and Darby?
Sting and Darby.
It's Sting!
Oh my lord. Seriously. Ah!
It's Sting. The crowd likes Sting.
That person was really excited. They were clapping like this. And then moved on with their lives. D-Star says, if this was WWE, it would have been a DQ finish, LOL, with interference. Right?
Yeah, they don't do time limits in WWE.
Yeah.
Shit, if it was, it would be 5-minute time limits, because that's how long the matches last.
Right? They'd have to have it like 3 minutes.
A 15-minute time limit.
And they ended in 3.
And they'd never reach it.
Right? Do a 5-minute time limit and they'd never reach it. Is he crying blood tonight? They both have red tears of doom, I guess.
All right, we get Darby in the main event. They're still trying to push Darby on us.
Ugh, scared.
It's like the Roman Reigns of AEW, but the Roman Reigns of 3 years ago.
Cole says, yep, the champion stays champ and the babyface still keeps his shine.
Right.
Exactly.
Darby's throwing his shirt at people like a stripper. Somebody come get him. Stands in Naga Street. All right, Darby's starting it out. Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of Sting, I would assume, but anyways.
Well, he won't have to, because Darby will just get his ass beat to death in there for like 20 minutes.
It's got to be the minute.
And then he'll do like this coffin drop.
Possible and then, this match is going to be the main event?
And then he'll win.
No, we still have Riho. Or, not Riho, Soho. I was close.
You were close because it's Ruby Soho, so you're just mushed them together. Pico says that, and then D-Star says, how is Sting still going? Guy must be a robot.
This could be the robotic version of him. Made in Japan.
That rooster's confused.
He's like, oh, look, it's all over there.
Stupid rooster. Alita's like, hey there. Hey, Alita.
Hey.
Pico's like, I can't believe Sting is taking bumps. He's 62. And I get a Charlie horse walking to the mailbox.
I've been getting a Charlie horse in my right freaking calf a lot lately.
Is that the one you broke?
Huh? My knee. Look at that. Sting still got the power. Or is it just that the
Scoop Slam.
The AEW guys are so small compared to the guys that used to wrestle?
Probably.
He's like, these guys are tiny.
He's like, I'm 62 and I can lift your ass up and throw you around.
Stinger splash. Missed it. Get a little whiplash.
The little guy got out of the way.
Cash
He's like,
Wilder.
here, take him to the corner. All right, beat him up.
Here comes Dax.
Kapow, 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 kapow.
Look at this double team in the corner. Referee needs to assert his dominance.
This guy doesn't have dominance. This is the douche referee. He has no dominance.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
It's morning, everybody. Good morning.
All right.
What planet
Sting.
I live on right now, but...
Boom. Look at that collision. You know, Sting does look like Michael Myers from behind, doesn't he? Oh, Sting got knocked out. Headbutted him right in the dick.
I thought he was trying to give him a blowjob, and
No,
not in a good
that's
way.
so old-fashioned. That's WCW stuff. I love seeing this old school wrestling. Has this shit been around the whole time and I just been watching WWF? You know what I mean? Like, that's what it reminds me of. Has this shit been happening, like, in TNA and New Japan, and I just
haven't been seeing it because you've only been watching WWE.
Right, and they don't use anything that's cool.
They don't use anything that's cool.
You know, in
and
the
you
old
can't
days,
call it cool because they couldn't even call it a coffin drop. They'd have to call it something else because that would be offensive to dead people.
To some coffin or something, yeah. Oh, Darby got caught!
Got caught with his coffin drop.
Oh. With his coffin drop out.
Then here says, time for Darby to get beat up 94% of this match, then miraculously pull a victory out of his bumhole.
Yes.
You know it, Vindicator. You've got his ticket.
Well, you know they ain't pinning Sting, and they ain't going to pin Darby, so the FTR's got to lose.
Bastards.
And we got to get Darby. Jesus Christ. Sting and Darby.
I've got Starby out there.
Starby.
Starby. That's a great name for their little grouping over there. Old Starby.
We got Starby.
So the Starby group. What were you going to say? Sorry.
They're going to split them and they're going to fight each other, I would assume, at some point.
So that Darby can become his own man.
Uh-huh. The separation.
Vindicator says, this shit has been happening for 3 years now, Big Travis. You gotta become an AEW loyalist.
I've watched every single
We've watched it all.
episode.
What he's talking about is that
the style
all the style and what he's seen in the wrestling for the last 3 years of watching it. That he's like, I didn't realize how much I haven't seen any of this old school wrestling stuff because all he's watched is WWE stuff for years. You know? That's
like they just don't wrestle like this over there.
D-Star says Triple H done that Sting drop to the balls a while back in WWE, but I think was during a commercial break. That's funny. Zoe's in the chat saying, did Sting just went weird? Yes, that was a sound effect of someone falling down. And Alita says, you're never seen a dictionary headbutt. Never seen a dictionary headbutt.
The old dictionary.
Me, personally, I've never seen it. Vindicator says, Starby sounds like someone who would team up with Dewdrop.
Starby and Dewdrop.
Because I've always wondered why the E doesn't do pile drivers or Canadian destroyers. Because
it's too dangerous.
They're dangerous if they're not done correctly. People have been injured, killed, whatever, doing them. But I think it's just all of a quote-unquote not luck of the draw when that shit happens. You know, not all of that.
I mean, I do want to see Nia Jax try it with maybe somebody like Alexa Bliss or something. Like a spinning powerbomb.
She would break her.
Oh, yeah. It'd be disgusting. They'd be wiping people up off the floor for a while.
They'd be like, oh, I'm sorry about that.
Nia Jax has officially been written off TV, by the way, guys.
Who?
Nia Jax.
Why?
She broke her elbow in like 3 spots.
Oh, for the whole Shayna thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or 2 spots.
So maybe she wanted a break.
Yeah, so whatever's happening, whether it's storyline
or for real. Vindicator says, oh, I gotcha. Yeah, AEW does old school wrestling in an all elite kind of way. See what I did there?
Right. Yeah, you know, you get like slingshot suplexes and stuff, and you just don't see that. Suplexes.
And they're called what they're called.
Yeah.
D-Star says Stone Cold nearly got paralyzed from one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. From your pile
from
drivers.
Owen Hart. Imagine that. And now they're going to celebrate Owen Hart.
I doubt Stone Cold.
1, 2,
Alita's like, oh, damn. Oh, damn, what, Alita? Oh, damn. What are we oh, damning? Did you just go snort cocaine?
Big European uppercut.
And your food was at the table when you came back?
Don't snort white powder. Don't snort anything. Nothing goes up your nose. It's like a butt. Nothing goes in.
I remember when kids snorted Smarties in school. They probably still do it. I don't know if they
crossbody off the top.
They definitely snorted Smarties.
1, 2.
Oh, he got away from him. Zoe says,
Dax.
only once I believe seen that. Vindicator says, too bad Dalitha won't get her dream match of Dewdrop gorilla pressing Nia. Sad face. I don't think that Dewdrop could gorilla press
Not a chance at that. Now, Nia might be able to gorilla press her.
Yeah, possibly on that end, yes.
Did you guys... Never mind. Well, never mind. Did you guys watch Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch? They had the match.
They had the match?
Yeah, they had it because it's a dark or whatever. You know, the shows
a house
that they
show?
do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty fantastic. I watched it in somebody's feed. They just recorded it and then put it online.
Right.
It ended up pretty good.
Oh, he was going to do a coffin drop?
Bianca literally gorilla presses her above her head.
Nice.
And then drops her. Old-fashioned Ultimate Warrior style.
Alina says Blanchard's looking KFC. Zoe says, I think it was that DX skit that Hunter and Sean was trying to do. And D-Star says they had a match here in the UK on tour.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Oh, you're in the UK. Fantastic.
Oh, I was going to say. Oh, shit.
Ouch. Oh, man.
Dax just went headfirst right into a steel chair. Tully Blanchard looking like KFC. 1, 2, and... No, Dax kicked
like
out.
Some Colonel Sanders over there. Because of his white pants.
He just needs a white jacket on.
You're funny, Alita.
Sit down on him. That's it. That's his finisher. Uh-oh, coffin drop.
Oh, I hope he lands on Sting. Oh, he landed on that guy.
He's going to tap. There's no way he's not tapping. He's tapping. What's the referee doing a weird... Oh, what is this? Or is that just their ending?
Sting snowing. His blue light special. Kmart. Pico says, yeah, over in London. I know you want to say it loud. You sound like you're from London!
You sound like you're from London.
The Dictator says, I don't see it. I'm sure Bianca could gorilla press Becky and Nia in a triple threat match. She is the strongest, right? That's what she tells us.
Right.
Becky is not that big. Like, she's not like she's really Nia Jax size.
And she's shredded right now. She's lighter than she's probably ever been. She's like, dang, I should have been this way before I had my baby.
Yeah, whoever's helping her.
Yeah, because she's showing her midriff now.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't show that shit before. But she's got that weird shaped butt hip area, which I don't mind. But you know what I mean? It's different looking. So she looks better when she wears the skirts that she used to wear, the steampunk skirts.
Mm-hmm.
She should go back to them. Not the steampunk, just the skirty look.
Right. We have a world title match to come, people.
We do. We have a title match.
Alita says,
they're going to close it down with the
I'm
women.
Disappointed in you. D-Star says, didn't Bianca pick up that Otis guy when she was feuding with Bayley? Yes.
Yeah, she slammed him.
Yes. She picked him up.
Like a sack of potatoes, huh?
Yeah. She picked him up and took him like so many feet, like 10 feet or something like that.
She's not that pretty. She got a good body, but she is not as pretty as the other broads in WWE.
Well, she's, just saying she's just like those broads in the sense that, a stuck-up champion deserves to be taken down pig. Okay.
You got fired.
Burn! Vindicator says, LOL, Becky is skinny, not shredded, Travis, or toned, as most women like to call it, to feminize it, I guess. Pete Dunne does have a shredded feminine physique.
Yes.
And Ben's like, okay, I need a break, guys. You know the reason.
Britsburg.
D-Star says, you can say the same thing to Becky that Ruby said to Britt, LOL. Alita says, I see a turn coming. A turn? A turn.
Reba. Rebel. Maybe. Oh.
You're not safe.
Oh, yeah. That's how he broke his neck.
Oh, the weird
Adam
what happened
Page. Yeah.
to Ricky Stark. Yeah.
Babies. Roads to the
Together
top.
for a long time. It's about time we have babies.
Should pop out babies. What do you be for Halloween?
The grandpa.
Mhm.
Alita says, I see a turn coming, Darby. Oh, yeah? You think Darby's going to turn evil and take it out on Sting and coffin drop him into next Tuesday?
You should. You should dress like that one guy, that old guy. The cartoon, what's that called? With the son and the grandpa, or the great grandpa. We watched it out here all night on the 4th of July. Morton Ricky or something.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Alita says, yes. She's predicting that Darby's going to turn on Sting and
Ooh.
murder him. Put him in his coffin.
So that would be a heel turn, though.
The coffin.
I feel like it would have to be Sting that turned.
Alita said, she says, I see a turn coming. She didn't say whether it was a good or a bad one. She just said, I see a turn coming. Robbie's in the chat. Woo, Robbie! Where have you been? You sleeping? Were you sleeping? Were you napping?
Waking up
What are
early.
you yeah-boying about?
Yeah, boy.
Did you make yourself some tea and crumpets?
What is a crumpet?
It's like an English muffin.
Okay.
It's what it looks like.
Like
anyways.
crepes stacked up into
a small
muffin.
pancake. No.
Where it's all like...
No, it literally almost looks like an English muffin.
Okay.
Like what our English muffins look like, that's almost what a crumpet looks like.
Maybe that's why it's called an English muffin. Because
you fucking think? Maybe.
Instead of calling it a crumpet, they're like, it's an English muffin.
Well, it's like fries that are supposedly French, but they're not. Ravi's like, what's going on? I've been in bed. Oh, were you broken? Could you not get out of it?
We've had a great show. Have you not been watching? Not us, but...
yeah, we're not good.
AEW.
Alita says, I'm going to watch the Roads to the Top. Yeah, heard a lot of people are going to. Because as you guys know, that's a cartoon based on Back to the Future.
I don't know what it is, but it's pretty damn funny.
Sure.
And he's kind of a dick, that grandpa. He's pretty funny.
He just wants to kill that poor kid.
He wants to kill everybody. Look at that. Friday, Hannah J, Penelope Ford.
Adam Cole and the Young Bucks versus Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. Then Men of the Year versus Chris Jericho and what's his face? And then Miro versus Sammy Guevara live Wednesday. But up next is, of course, Dr. Britt Baker, Vindicator's favorite female wrestler, versus Ruby Soho. She comes into a close second next to Charlotte. He's in love with both of them. You know that's why he leaves, right? It's not because he can't stand. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That's the reasons. Oh, Lita says French fries were made in America. That's right. They were, and they should never be called French ever. They should just be fries.
Freedom fries.
Freedom fries.
Remember that shit?
I'm not sure why they call them French fries. Is it the Okay, so question, legitimate question. Do they call them French fries because the first fries that were made were julienne, which is a French term for a type of cut on a vegetable?
Maybe, yeah. Like a julienne salad.
Lita says my nap was a little long, but heard everything.
Nice.
Did it make for good dreams if you heard it all?
You want to hear me while you're sleeping? That's nice.
I hear Travis while I'm sleeping all the time. He puts me to sleep constantly when he talks too much.
There she is. That's your women's world champion.
In AEW. Nowhere else, though.
She would be a world champion in WWE. Not today, but she would. Like, she could win it. She's got it.
She's got it?
Yeah.
She's got the clap?
What
Oh my God, that's terrible. Not surprising, though. She is without it. He seems like the clap kind of guy. Robbie's like, French fries are thinner than chips. Well, yeah. Like, your chips are like our steak fries. What we call steak fries. They're thicker. Or wider, I guess you could say. They're wider. But that's what I said. So French fries, if you're a chef or anybody knows how to cut, when you're cutting vegetables or cuts of vegetables, you have dicing and stuff like that. But you have julienne. If you julienne them, just kind of curious, right?
Look at her freedom. Freedom!
Alita's given us the big nope. Nope. What? That you don't want to listen to Travis's voice while you sleep. Or that his voice isn't as soothing as I feel it is, and that's why I fall asleep all the time. Well, I was like, Britt Baker is tidy.
DMD.
Tidy whitey?
I just want to see how she wins. We should ask Ruby.
We do have Ref Aubrey tonight.
Not a waitress red lipstick on for Aubrey. He said duty.
He said what? That's not funny. People says, if you would rank AEW Raw SD Women's Champs, how would you rank them, Travis?
Ooh, that's tough. Britt Baker's third. And then you'd have to... Becky's just a little bit more popular, I think, so you'd go Becky, Charlotte. But you could easily go Charlotte, Becky. That's kind of a coin flip.
Right?
But I think if you did the whole women's division, I think that Britt fits right in the top with the WWE superstars. Right there with Sasha Banks and Bayley. Just right in that with those girls. After seeing Charlotte on Monday, it changed me. Like, she was always decent, but she tore up Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy shit. And I feel like that put her on a different level, a different plane. Because if you would have asked me on Sunday, it would have definitely been Charlotte would have been second to Becky. Now it's a close tie at number 1 and 2. Just from that promo that she did on Monday. She was ruthless.
She was ruthless.
Like cold, heartless shit.
That's funny. Film Nation is in the chat.
Hey,
Film says, hey, what's up? Not much. And Pico says, I do. Potatoes can be cut multiple different ways. Well, yeah, of course they can. But that's why I was just wondering if that's where the name came from.
What is Soho doing?
Right? French fries, julienne cuts. Is
Ruby
like
up top.
French cut.
Crossbody takes everybody out.
Which is just Rebel and... Hater. Old Jamie.
Oh, shit. That thrust kick. Ruby's all freaking looking like Bambi out there.
But Alita says Britt, then Char last. Film says, I hope Dr. Britt Baker doesn't lose. Alita's like very last. And Film says, I do have a lot of respect for Ruby Soho, but don't give her the title yet.
No. And especially not just on a normal show.
Yeah, it would have to be special. They'd have to have a feud for a while if that was the case. Give her some more,
DMD.
Give her, some more matches under her belt, you could say.
Let her earn it.
Because at this point, Britt Baker is a good champion because of how she does it, and she gets the crowd involved with her DMD stuff. It makes a huge difference. Robbie says, this is a decent feud. Yeah, and that's okay. It can be a feud. It just doesn't need to be a title matches constantly. Because what's going to happen? Is it just going to be a DQ? So that Ruby doesn't really lose?
Baker has to win it.
Right? Like, clearly. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like, I mean, they aren't pulling the same thing, like, with Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson.
Right, because Daniel's probably going to win that. Win the title at the pay-per-view on the 13th of November.
Yeah.
Full gear. Yeah, absolutely.
That's weird.
I don't think he would have signed if it wasn't for a title.
Film says, say by any chance does Bliss still have dreadlocks? Nope, she doesn't. She just has her regular blonde
Just
hair
looking
with
normal.
pink. She just kind of puts them up in little buns on her head. Because says, sort of like how Britt breaks the fourth wall.
Is the fourth wall like the forbidden door?
Maybe. Robbie's like, both gals are piff.
Yes. Nothing wrong with either one of them. One might have some mental issues, but you can't blame her for dating Adam Cole, I guess.
True. But I kind of do.
Like,
she could do
issues.
so much better.
He might be really nice.
I'm sure that he's very nice. Mitzi says, Bliss, no, probably when she's not in character.
All right, Roby getting her ass handed to her. She's getting beat up.
Oh, Roby and the Ropies.
Roby
and the ropes.
She's gonna have to do something.
Well, it's during commercial, so of course Britt's got to beat her up some, right? Aubrey's telling her what to do. Keep her hand dropped. Concludes with the Rampage Grand Slam happening on Friday.
Bam! Big clotheslines.
He's like, look at my strong arms, but don't look at my pudgy midsection.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
The pudginess is happening. With the old face over there. CM Punk and his oldness. Film says, to be honest, I don't like Bliss having dreadlocks. She looks like a hippie. She doesn't have dreadlocks I know of. Nicole says, when he's on Twitch, Adam Cole is called Chugs. Sounds like a...
You chug a lot of beer.
Robbie's like, what is Ruby's finishers?
Fuck, I can't remember.
I don't know what her finishers are. I really don't have any clue.
I am trying to think how she finished matches.
Like, yeah, when she was...
I mean, shit, because it was back in the Ronda Rousey days when she was hot.
Yeah,
she was actually
before
winning.
She got hurt. Had to go have surgeries.
On both of her shoulders.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic that she got them fixed.
Yeah.
Because now she doesn't have to worry about them.
Hopefully, right? Film says, I don't like how WWE handles the Twitch. Well, you know, one with Adam Cole.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that's weird over in WWE. Hopefully they loosen up and let the wrestlers just be wrestlers. And I know they want to grow some homegrown talent, so they're changing NXT up a little bit. They're obviously pushing Rick Steiner's son. And I think he's going to be beating Ciampa pretty soon.
Oh,
Looked like they were hinting towards it. They teamed him up last night.
Robbie's like, is Kenny going to retain the title? I don't know. Dude, seriously. Why don't you figure it out for yourself?
Kenny, man.
Yeah, if he'll retain the title.
He'll lose to Daniel at the pay-per-view Full Gear.
Film says, I wish WWE would handle the Twitch audition situation a little bit better.
Right?
People says, funny how we don't know because they never gave Ruby a push.
It's because...
Okay, so she was giving a push. Then she got hurt when
world champion.
Ronda Rousey was around. And then they were like, oh, look, Ronda Rousey's here. We should give her everything. So she got fucked over by that dumb hoe. And then she got hurt. And then she was out for a while. And then when she came back, it was, okay, well, you can't be by yourself. You have to be in a group no matter what. So most of her finishers have always been with a partner.
What the heck is she calling it? Hello?
Film says Rick Steiner's son. Yeah, his name is Braun Breaker. He's in NXT. Alita says, thanks, Travis. Been trying to think of that name for a min.
Okay.
Rick Steiner. Or, what's his face? Ooh. She's flipping off everybody. Everybody's flipping off everybody today. That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh,
can I call you back in like 6-7 minutes? Okay.
Is that Kim? Robbie says, Rhonda, she's done out here.
Yeah.
Lolita says, yes. Film says, to be honest, I don't know what Ronda Rousey's issue is, but she needs to fix her attitude and suck it up. She probably has a better attitude now. She's preggo. Isn't she having a baby? Shouldn't she have popped it out by now?
I don't know. Time goes by so quick when we're doing this show because we're on every week. And it's like all these women were just pregnant. You know what I mean? And like, what's her name? Lacey Evans? Like, she's got to be ready to pop anytime.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures of her lately. She's definitely ready. Almost. Robbie's like, D, why you got kid songs as a ringtone? It's not my ringtone. That's Travis's phone.
That is not a kid song.
And it's not a kid song. It's the Brady Bunch song. Have you ever seen the Brady Bunch? I know you're in the UK, but you've probably heard of the Brady Bunch, right?
Is that enough?
It's a show on TV. Ooh, not quite enough. The film says the reason why Ronda Rousey is upset and not in WWE is because she got booed at her hometown. Well, I would boo her. I boo her now. She's not even in anything. Pickle's like, so how long will Nia Jax be out for? Well, it depends on however they've written her out.
However long it takes to heal from 2 elbow injuries.
If they're real.
I mean, it would be 6 weeks.
At least.
To 8.
68 weeks?
68 weeks, guys. It's going to be a minute. Oh, spinning neck breaker.
6 to 8 weeks. Robbie's like, yeah, I seen it. That sitcom. Yeah. That's what it's from. It's kind of a play on the situation.
Right.
His baby mama.
My baby's mom married a guy with a bunch of kids, and so now there's 6 of them. Kids and 2 adults.
Yeah.
And the maid, Alice. Just kidding.
There's no maid.
There's no maid, but...
So that's why that's her ringtone.
That's why that's the ringtone.
And D-Star says, hopefully Nia is out as long as possible. Robbie says, Nia, what a mug in the ring. Alita says, the Roddy, that's the way we became the Brady Bunch, right? Vindicator says, so Travis was a fan of Brady Bunch. Oh, nice. No. Oops, I'm not supposed to talk while Dr. Doofus is out there. Oh, on that note, I will see you guys on Friday night recap of the head of the Heyman team. All right, Vindicator, we know you gotta get your hands free for other things because Britt Baker's out there. We know she's your favorite. We get it. It's fine. Robbie's like a bit like D, your life. What?
All right, Ruby, what is she doing here? She's on her back.
I have no children. Vindicator's like,
white noise! Right down on her neck and back.
Film says, to be honest, did you know Nia Jax fought Dr. Britt Baker on an episode of Raw?
I knew she did, what's her name? The Smoke Show, but it's with Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux, but I did not know she did Baker. But it would not surprise me, because they did a lot of those squash matches.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Like right on her upper back shoulder.
That shoulder, that one of them that's broken. Jeez. Pila says she needs to get the rub off her cousin Dwayne, have Nia appear on rom-com or something, right? Alita says no BTS, and Film says, I kind of wish WWE gave Britt Baker a push. It would be cool if she joined with her future husband in the Undisputed Era. It would have been, but it's too late because now he's on AEW with her, so he followed her over there.
He followed her. You know, it would have been a lot different, too, because she would have been on the main roster. Look at that curb stomp. 1, 2... No, ooh. Ruby kicks out.
Says, but anyways, it's just a fantasy booking.
I definitely think that Baker would have ended up on the main roster. Jamie Hayter just turned cute. She was not even remotely cute before.
Right.
She's not pretty or hot or anything. I'm just saying she's cute.
Right.
Rebel reminds me of a freaking mom from 1987.
I know, she looks like she should be following an 80s band.
Right.
Like, literally.
Mom. Like the Banger Sisters.
Oh, poor Rebel.
Jamie Hayter.
Close out across the top. Keep Travis to delete the line for me laughing. And Robbie says this match is pay-per-view worthy.
Oh, she just came right down.
Alita says, do I need to get red hair now?
Look at here. Here it is, guys.
Says, do it.
The mandible. It's over. She's going to have to tap. She's tapping like crazy. Ruby Soho taps out.
Tapped out.
Because of Jamie Hayter. But it
Jamie
all works.
Hayter helped her tap out. She was so not happy.
That's what I was saying. Britt had to win.
Yes.
You can chalk it up any way you want. I don't care how she wins. She had to.
Film says the reason why I don't like WWE giving Bliss dreadlocks is her hair is one looks like a hippie too. What if WWE goes overboard and decides to give Bliss armpit hair? They're not going to, and she doesn't have dreads anymore. It's just her normal, natural, regular hair. Alita's like Bananarama, and Piccolo says she's one of the Bengals. Oh.
Holy crap,
Alita
guys.
says,
what a
well,
fantastic night.
Yes. All right. So, on that match, of course, Dr. Britt Baker retained her title. That was a title match. And they will be back for a second night of their
Grand
Slam on Friday for 2 hours of Rampage. But as of right now, we are going to head on out. But we will see you guys again on Saturday for our pay-per-view predictions. And that pay-per-view, of course, is Extreme Rules. But we have not had any Extreme Rules stipulation matches yet for what the Extreme Rules are going to be.
We're going to find out a lot on Friday night. A lot.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll find out more of what all the matches are and what the stipulations are going to be and everything like that. So we really appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Please join us again on Friday for SmackDown and possibly Rampage. I don't know what's happening there. Anyways, thanks again, everybody. Have a great night.
We appreciate it, and thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.